Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Georgia Southern's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Eagles are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clark wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. rides the back and leaves it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Broncos heading quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back up.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Trying to escape and get it himself. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Clark to fire. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Georgia Southern!
Really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Shaw. He'll throw it. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains to the 47-yard line. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air, working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. They go to the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in the practice this week. And
breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This
looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Clark wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Silva. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. This time they'll go to the running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The short hands, it's Silva. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a design run. Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's off. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, Dave. Execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and gets a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Clark to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Eagles racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost...
Touchdown, Eagles! Fitted in the window for the score.
Great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, go get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep. make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Clark wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. The give to the lone running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Silva. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
221 wing, 221 wing. Charcoal.
They think there's room to run to the right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. Intercepted for the 11th time. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to throw, it's Shaw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Ware. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time, trying to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
4th down coming up. Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. From midfield, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just what they've hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Clark to fire. Still looking on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. Touchdown, Eagles! A great catch and run for 6.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Oh, they're after him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Clark wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
This time he's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the RPO, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Back to pass, it's Lawrence. Finds the time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here. Looking for room. Just about took that one to the house. A 5. Bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. They're in command of this, and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about... football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. This is what you're looking for when you